Hello, this is Ninja Bob. Over the next 10 minutes or so I'm going to try to show you how to get all 51 of the trophies that are currently available on PlayStation 3 and 4 editions of Minecraft. You may also find this guide useful for Xbox and PC editions, as the achievements are very similar. First thing to note, you must play 100% on survival mode only, no host privileges, no loading or saving in creative mode. You don't have to do these in any particular order, but I've tried to group them together in a way that will kind of make sense as you play, starting with taking inventory and then getting wood. Next you'll need to make yourself a crafting table, which will get you the benchmarking trophy. Turn some of your planks into sticks and then you can get yourself 4 quick trophies, starting with time to mine by making a pickaxe, time to farm by making a hoe, time to strike by making a sword, then make a shovel and an axe to complete the set and get yourself the MOAR Tools trophy. You'll then want to put your pickaxe to good use. Get yourself some cobblestone, use 8 pieces of cobblestone to make a furnace and get yourself the Hot Topic trophy. In your new furnace, burn some logs to make some charcoal. Burn some more logs using charcoal as the fuel to make more charcoal to get the renewable energy trophy. We're not going to get too far using wooden tools, so let's upgrade to at least a stone pickaxe to get the next trophy. Then let's put that stone pickaxe to good use and get ourselves some iron, smelt it to get ourselves the acquire hardware trophy. Once you've gathered up enough iron, you should be able to make yourself a full set of armour. You'll need 24 ingots in total to make yourself a helmet, chestplate, leggings and boots. Once you put the full suit of armour on, you'll get the Iron Man trophy. Hopefully you'll have enough iron spare to be able to make yourself a pickaxe as well. You'll need an iron pickaxe when you go mining to get the diamonds, which will also get you a trophy. Hopefully you've got plenty of diamonds, but the other material you've probably got plenty of by now is cobblestone. Once you've got 27 stacks or 1,728 individual pieces, drop them all into a chest and you'll get yourself a bronze trophy. There's a few trophies where you're going to need wheat, so if you haven't already got a farm, it's time to start one, and you'll be able to use 2 pieces to breed cows. That will get you the Repopulation trophy. Sadly, you also need to kill a cow and harvest its leather to get the cow tipper trophy. While we're in a murdering mood, let's kill a pig, cook the pork chop that it drops, and you'll get the pork chop trophy. Along similar lines is the delicious fish trophy, which you get for catching and cooking a fish. A slightly more tedious trophy to get using fish is the Lion Tamer trophy. You need to head out to a jungle, find an ocelot and then be incredibly patient, waiting for the ocelot to approach you before you attempt to feed it the fish. Eventually it'll all be worth it though, as you get yourself a pet cat. While we're out and about making friends, head to a tiger or forest biome and see if you can find some wolves. They're much easier to tame than ocelots are, you just use bones, but you do need to find 5 of them in order to get the trophy. Craft some shears using a couple of pieces of iron, go out and find yourself a sheep and shear it to get yourself another trophy. There are 16 different dye colours in Minecraft, all of which can be used to dye sheep and wool as well as other things. Crafting and gathering up one of each coloured piece of wool will get you your first silver trophy. Time to go out and face some of Minecraft's monsters. The first trophy's nice and easy, just go out, find a monster and kill it. The next one's a bit more specific. You need to find a creeper and kill it with a bow and arrow. The next arrow trophy is a bit more tricky, and to be honest it deserves more than a bronze trophy, but that's all you're going to get. You need to find a skeleton that's at least 50 blocks away. I recommend using a potion of night vision, that might help you spot one. You then need to hit it and kill it with your bow and arrow from 50 blocks away to get the trophy. A potion will be useful here too, specifically a potion of strength. That and a diamond sword enchanted with something like sharpness or smite, and then do a running jump in attack to make sure you get a critical hit. Now I don't know about you, but killing beasties makes me hungry. Unfortunately I've been so busy gathering up trophies so far that I've not really got myself anything to eat. But we can eat rotten flesh and that can actually get us a trophy as well. You do need to be fully starving though, that means taking damage from having no hunger bars. Eat some rotten flesh job done. How about something a little more appetising though? Let's gather up some more of that wheat that we planted earlier and make ourselves some bread for the baked bread trophy. That's more like it. Now let's grab ourselves some sugarcane, which we're going to turn into sugar, 3 buckets of milk from a cow, an egg, and then that wheat that we've been farming, combine them all together and we can make ourselves some cakes. Now we're talking. Okay, now the belly's full, I guess it's time to get back to work. Let's make ourselves a nether portal using at least 10 pieces of obsidian and then light it up with a flint and steel. Once we jump through, we'll get the into the nether trophy, but while we're there, there's some more trophies we can get on the other side. Return to sender is a tricky one. You basically need to kill a ghast using its own fireball, so you can hit them back at them using a bow and arrow, or you can use your sword. But you've got to score a direct hit with the fireball, which is a tricky thing to do. While you're in the nether, you're likely to come across a fortress, and in there you'll almost certainly encounter blazes. They don't all drop blaze rods when you kill them, but when they do you need to grab one and you'll get yourself the Interfire trophy. Once you've got yourself a blaze rod you can make a brewing stand, and that in itself is worth a trophy. Up until now, potions have been kinda optional, but that is most definitely not the case with this next one. You need to make yourself a potion of fire resistance using magma cream, which you get by killing magma cubes. Drink the potion of fire resistance and jump into some lava. That will get you the Stay in Frosty trophy. Back in the Overworld there's some nice simple trophies still to get just by crafting things. Smelt some clay to make bricks, use 3 bricks to make a plant pot, and that will get you another simple trophy. You can also get a trophy just by making a sign. Couldn't be easier. There's another trophy to be got by making a dispenser with cobblestone, redstone and a bow. Just make sure you don't use an enchanted bow by mistake. This next one's pretty simple but pretty expensive. You need a pumpkin and then 36 iron ingots turned into iron blocks. Place the blocks in a T shape and put the pumpkin on top for a head, and you'll get yourself a bodyguard and a trophy. You make paper from sugarcane and you'll get leather from killing cows and horses. Combine them to make books, and combine the books with planks to make bookshelves. Place a bookshelf and you'll get yourself a trophy. You can also make an enchantment table using obsidian, a book and a couple of diamonds. That will get you the Enchanter trophy. This one you're going to need a friend for, either in split screen or online. Basically you just need to pass your friend a diamond, and if they pass it back to you, you'll both get the diamonds to you trophy. There's a silver trophy to be got for gathering up emeralds. You can do that either by trading with villagers, normally selling their own wheat back to them, or you can go mining under the mountains to find emerald ore. Once you've mined or traded 30 of them, you'll get the Haggler trophy. While exploring the nether and strongholds and dungeons, you'll sometimes come across chests, and in those chests you'll often find music discs or saddles, both of which are going to come in handy for some trophies now. Using planks and a diamond you make yourself a jukebox. Play a music disc in that jukebox and you'll get yourself a trophy. We can use a saddle to ride on a pig's back. You can lead the pig using a carrot on a stick, which you make by combining a fishing rod with a carrot. If you can get the pig to take full damage while you're riding on its back, you'll get yourself another trophy. You might want to make something purpose built like I have here to make it easy to get the pig up high so that he can take that fall. It's a bit mean, but give the piggy a carrot, he'll soon forgive you. This one's pretty simple but pretty expensive and will take you a fair while to get set up. You basically need to build yourself a railcart track which is 500 metres or 500 blocks long. You don't have to use powered rails, but the journey's an awful lot quicker if you do. Here's one that you might want to prepare for by making yourself a bit of a zombie trap like I have here. You basically need to head out into the night and find yourself a zombie villager. You need to lure him into your trap, and once he's there we're going to cure him, and again this time potions are not optional. You need a potion of weakness which you make with a fermented spider eye. Turn it into a splash potion with gunpowder, then splash the zombie villager with the potion and feed him a golden apple. Then it's just a matter of standing around and waiting while the cure does its thing, but eventually you'll get yourself a new villager with new trades and you'll be able to trade with him in a normal way. This one's actually pretty good. Here's a couple of trophies that there is absolutely no shortcut for. Passing the time is a trophy you get for playing in survival mode for 100 days and nights. Adventuring time is a trophy you get for discovering 17 different biomes. The End and the Nether both count as biomes, but depending on which version of the game you're playing, there are actually up to 40 different biomes to discover. So it's just a matter of getting out there and exploring the world. Throwing Eyes of Ender into the air will lead you to the stronghold. You'll need to dig down, and eventually once you're into the stronghold you'll find the portal which you'll need to complete and open by putting Eyes of Ender into the frame. Jumping through will get you the first End trophy. According to the description, you get the second End trophy by killing the Ender Dragon, but technically speaking that isn't quite true. What you actually get the trophy for is for jumping through the portal that's generated after the Ender Dragon has been killed. But that doesn't mean you have to do it. So if you visit a friend's world and they've killed the Ender Dragon already on legitimate survival mode without going into creative mode or using host privileges, if their end portal is open and you jump through it, you'll still get the trophy, even though you didn't kill the dragon yourself. Remember, it is important that you play 100% survival mode, no host privileges, and although you can do some of the trophies on peaceful mode, obviously the ones that involve hostile mobs such as the Ender Dragon or skeletons or zombies, you're going to need to be on at least easy mode. And that's basically it. 50 trophies all done, and the 51st trophy you achieve for getting the other 50. There are 42 bronze, 5 silver and 3 gold plus the platinum at the end, or at least that's how it currently is on the PlayStation 4. It may be different on other versions, and who's to say it won't change in the future. It wouldn't be the first time. But that's all 51 trophies done and dusted. I hope you've enjoyed this video and found the guide useful, and if you have, please leave a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel for more Minecraft videos. My name's Bob, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all again another time. Bye!